We are now live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another beautiful Friday, PeakFlow Power Hour number 46, where we answer all your questions about high-ticket dropshipping, business, and anything else you want to know about, making money, relationships. Always got to say the R word for you guys. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's such the last Friday of August, and it's about to be September. By the time September rolls around, October, November, December, 2025 is already finished.
Wow.
My question to you guys that are just joining in, is did you guys hit your goals for 2025?
Oh shit.
You guys set New Year resolutions back in January, which was literally, felt like yesterday. Did you hit those goals? Or are you going to hit those goals? We have Hanan here, and yeah, he says, "Hi, Trevor. Welcome." So I just got distracted. We're making big moves.
Yes,
and
indeed.
Things are looking great. But with that being said, we want to help you guys, give value to you guys to help you build a successful high-tech e-commerce business. So let the questions come in, and we'll do our best to answer each and every single one of them. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just going to go over what we see on school for questions this week. One question we got is question about starting in a third world country. So the question says, "Yo, Trevor Marcus, let's say I want to start high ticket dropshipping in the US and then travel to Dubai to remove taxes. How will that work? Could I still target US audience but still run the business from Dubai or Qatar and get no tax?" That's a good question because it actually depends on where you are. Like, if you're American, good luck getting no taxes and moving to Dubai, even with your business set up there. Because in the U.S., you are taxed as a citizen, no matter where you live. No matter if you, I don't think you can have a Dubai company as American, as far as I know. But that is a good question for our great partners at Doula. So we go to doula.com/PeakFlow. You can schedule a call with them, and they will answer all your questions related to business entity setup. But generally, if you're American, you don't have that ability to remove taxes. But if you're anywhere else, like a Canadian, or you're from the UK selling the US, you could run your business from your country. And if you want to move to Dubai at some point to pay, I believe 9% tax is as much as it goes up to, which sounds like amazing if that was in the US. Hanan says, "I saw you on X, and your information is insane. Appreciate it." Yes, I've been posting on X. I call it Twitter still, but got some good tweets coming out. Appreciate your support. Fletcher says, "Let me join the Discord." Our Discord is actually now just a part of the flagship program, the High Ticket Ecom Launchpad. So if you're interested in that, you know where to find us. ecomhighticket.com. Yes. So Black Box said, "Who should I bank with? I hear Shopify likes to hold payouts." That's a good question. We'll go over our experience with payouts. We'll start with Marcus first. Have you had any holds with Shopify payouts or Shopify payments?
Yeah, I don't have the best track record because of low ticket drop shipping. I have mad returns and chargebacks. So Stripe actually banned one of my business accounts back then. And then so I had to go into Shopify, and then Shopify held the 30% reserve for the longest. So I believe Shopify and Stripe are connected. And the best way to prevent all of that from even happening, from my experience, is to just have the right systems, like just avoid returns / chargebacks. It was mainly because I had mad disputes. Literally was getting like a dispute a day from selling those portable air conditioners. And it was such a, it was just a few years ago, but yeah, that's my experience. So I would say just like avoid returns and dispute as much as possible. And the only way you could do that is high ticket, honestly.
Yeah. But if you're like a brand new business, you're not going to generally have holds.
True.
I had holds on Shopify payments like years after I had my store up and running with Shopify payments. It was like just a weird like temporary hold. I contacted support and they just said like it's for security measurements. So that happened 2 times for like a couple of days in the last 4 years. But besides that, no holds from my end. Martin says, "Yo, guys, need your help. Jump into the telescope niche, thinking it was all rainbows. A lot of suppliers for telescopes are Chinese based. Is that an issue, or can I work with them still? They can. That's not an issue at all because if you sell like solar power banks, like power stations, companies that are popular like Anchor. I know a lot of people know Anchor, um, Solark, uh, and a few other ones. Those are like Chinese brands as well, and they have like a big U.S. presence, but they're made in China or like their warehouses in China, but they're still like very popular in the U.S. So it works exactly the same." Hanan says, "What, bro? What do you think there would be competition in future because you are giving awareness to people?" It's a good question. I feel like it's a question Marcus has to answer too.
Well, it's just a scarcity mindset, right? Like you're just thinking that, and to a sense, there's a degree of that's true, but at the same time, the way I see it is just like Amazon has $1 trillion market. Truly, it's $1 trillion market. Wayfair is a proof of concept, and they're publicly traded for billions. If you look at the description on Wayfair when you search them up, it's literally saying a US e-commerce company from like Boston, Massachusetts. Point that I'm trying to make is Wayfair's proof of concept that is billions that took from trillions of dollars. That's how big the market is. You know, it's luxury retail transitioning into the online space. So yeah, there's like more competition and more awareness to, high ticket, but at the same time, I think it's like almost inevitable, and we're at that stage in the market. Like I think like it's starting to mature, and just more dropshipping programs from everywhere. Like the model is just making sense, and the ones that are adopting, at least in my niche, they're like destroying all of the brick and mortar sales because how are you gonna beat e-commerce? So I don't look at it like that. I don't move from a scarcity mindset. We move from a place of abundance. Hanan.
Abundance. That's the one thing I realized in the past couple of years. There's so much money out there.
There's
Like
so much.
you think people are like scraping by, and yes, let's just not discount them. Like there are people living paycheck to paycheck, but there's also people with so much money. Like they look at a yacht. Here's my credit card. Give me it. I want it now. There's people like that.
I know exactly what you're saying.
They're not any different than you. They're just normal humans, but they took action and they put in the work, and they're often in business for 5-10 years before they can get that type of money. But if that's what you want in life, then the opportunity is all there.
It's there.
Abrar says, "Sup guys, see you back again. Welcome
Welcome back.
What do you think of the telescope niche?" Well, I'm pretty sure I put telescopes in my top 10 products to sell in 2024. You can still sell telescopes. They have, I don't know the margins because I've never sold telescopes myself, but telescopes are a doable niche as long as you are niche down. There's definitely stores, not that many stores in my opinion, that are like niche down in telescopes. And I mean, any niche works at the end of the day, but if telescopes is what you like looking at the moon, looking at planets, astrology, I think that's what it's called. If you can make content around there, like there's there's a market value in every market. There's money to be made in every market. What are your opinions on stores have a more broad product range compared to more niche stores? I know a store that sells a whole bunch of high ticket items from different categories. Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to a broad store versus niche store, and we generally recommend niche stores because you're able to. You don't need to take a lot of sales from like Amazon. You just, or I mean, I kind of framed that wrong, but you only need to take a little bit of sales from Amazon and do really well for yourself. You don't need to compete on at a large scale. Like that's why you don't need to like sell a bunch of product types. You just be good or niche down in one product category or a niche, and you could do well for yourself. That's what our clients do. They do niche stores instead of broad stores. But I'll let Marcus answer the next question. Gotta be right. Give me one.
Next question is check out the Telescope 2 Z Star. So I'm just gonna pick up on a telescope niche, tell you guys what my thoughts are. To be honest, I definitely think there's market value. I'm just goes into the head of like right now, we are living through uncertain times. What is the use of a telescope? And that's where like I just don't have knowledge with it. But I'm sure there is a reason because companies wouldn't have made it in the first place. Like they wouldn't have invested product development. So it's like I just don't understand that market. But it goes back to what Trevor's saying. You can make any niche work, but you have to think about it from that standpoint. What are you selling and who's the target market? Where they're like, why are they even buying it?
If a company or manufacturers invest R&D into a product,
exactly.
They're not just doing that out of nowhere. There's some research behind it, knowing that there's demand. People want it.
Mm-hmm.
Hanan says, I'm basic English, and how will I do this high ticket? Can you explain in it? Because there can be problem with dealing with suppliers. You just speak to them like a normal person. Nothing's different. I feel like Mark is holding something in. You guys just let it out. What are you about to say?
I'm actually listening more than anything because I'm trying to see how you're gonna answer that question.
You just answer. I mean,
how do you explain high ticket dropshipping? Like,
you're basicing English, so the most logical way is just to, if you can, get better English and do high ticket like everyone else is. Because there's people in our program that have not great English and are still able to close suppliers.
True.
Is it ideal? No, I'm not gonna lie about that. Having better English is definitely better,
Of course.
but it's not saying that it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you guys use a company credit card to fill orders to get those credit card points, or do you use customers' payment method? Are you guys mainly fulfilling orders? We have a VA fulfilling orders, and then we use credit cards. Best credit cards, 2 of them. You can use Amex Business Gold, Chase Inc. Preferred, the one that gives cash back on advertising, and then Capital One Spark, 92% unlimited card. And then take that cash back, take your girl out to a date, or go to Japan, or just fly out somewhere, with those points.
Why Japan, Trevor?
Probably like tourists. I mean, like Americans like Japan. Like out of any Asian country, it's probably Japan. Because it's probably the most similar to the US. It's probably because
No,
it's the most
true.
to you.
It's
Yeah.
probably either Japan or Thailand. Thailand's gonna be up there.
Hong Kong, no, probably not Taiwan.
I've never been
Yeah,
to Taiwan. Should definitely make a trip there one day. Yeah.
Taiwan Semiconductors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How do you guys look at when a supplier is advertising their own products on Google Shopping? Should beginners avoid those suppliers? Yes, you can avoid them. I would recommend avoiding them if you can, but some suppliers don't do a great job of advertising, and you can just advertise right on top of them. But as a beginner, I would avoid them because you're directly competing with the brand, which is really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Can you give me examples of what kind of high ticket items I should be looking at? That's what Allison said. You could be looking at anything.
Golf simulators, massage chairs, hyperbaric chambers, oxygen tanks. Just spin stuff out because I think Trevor's camera is a little wonky.
I just had to blow my nose. Greenhouses, saunas, massage chairs, robot lawnmowers, snow blowers.
Yo, what are your thoughts on a robot? Yeah, like robotics. Like, I feel like that industry is gonna grow.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been to China, there's robot
Oh, that's true.
delivery robots.
Yeah, there is.
As far as I know, there are some in like bigger cities like LA or California, New York, larger cities. There's definitely a lot of them in China.
Wow.
In my opinion, the US is just slow at mass adoption of like new technology. So eventually there will be more places adopting robots. So if you're in the long game, you could sell robots, and that's something that's trending towards. Marcus, you laugh on juniors.
What? I don't even know.
If I start dropshipping $90,000 golf carts, do I still need to offer free shipping, or should I throw in a free driver with every order? Hey, I mean, you can get by with free delivery, or free shipping, if all your competitors are charging for shipping. But I mean, if you want to beat your competitor's offer, then you can just throw in something that someone would find valuable. Maybe free white glove delivery where they deliver the golf cart to you and set it up for you. That's probably what I would start with. If you're crazy, you could, like, for example, if you're selling bikes and someone buys like a $30,000 bike package, you might want to you could customize it. Like, I'll fly out to you and like set up the bike for you as part of the package. Like, you can be creative with anything. Like, if you guys haven't read $100 million Offers by Alex Ramosi, then your offer is key. So you could be creative of how you present your offer.
Did you read 100 Million Money Models?
I haven't read it yet. No.
Oh damn.
Did you get your book yet?
Nah, bro. I think they told me to claim the ebook or some shit. I didn't even look at the email. I was so pissed. But I'm gonna get back to it.
Okay. Is there a way to test a niche before you go in? I was on build a store and started because niche. What dark secrets about a niche are you finding out? I mean, there's not like a perfect niche. I mean, there are some I personally would not do because I just can't be asked. Like, if I were to restart, yeah, you could do furniture. That's fine, but I don't want to be dealing with damage claims. It does depend on the supplier. It's not like furniture is all terrible and like you should never sell furniture. It's just some product types or some suppliers are just terrible. They always damage stuff and like they're not great to work with. But you just have to vet them out, and it comes with time and experience to know if they're a good supplier or not. In terms of your question, I mean, if you want to test a niche before you go in, you can just start calling suppliers and see if they have dealer programs if they're open to it, because that's a way to test the waters. Can I rely on SEO only to drive traffic and make sales? Yes, you could, but it's often really slow. So that's why we recommend paid ads initially. 100K mobile generators could be a good idea. Mobile generators. Oh, like portable generators. I haven't seen ones that's 100K. Why do Reddit bots keep overselling your videos?
What Reddit bots?
Are there bots on Reddit?
I don't know. I don't even use Reddit like that.
Right back. I'll be right back.
Okay. Next question. Thank you from Allison. Welcome. Blackbox says, my supplier has variable shipping based on location. I don't know how to set this up on Shopify and I'm overthinking it. Actually, Blackbox, I was looking through some other question that you had as well in regards to promotion. You asked if MAP is 50,000, can I run a 5% site-wide discount code? And just to connect it with this question as well, I think you need to look into like financials or just learn how to understand P&L, because like if your supplier changes the shipping and everything, all of it, the overthinking is just you don't know your numbers. So you need to put into like a tracker sheet or an Excel sheet and measure, you know, that 5% promotion you're talking about or the variable shipping. Just have to look at your numbers and you'll know the, you know, where to go after.
Yeah. So would you make a full out robot store? Would you be more specific? I would do a full robot store. Yeah, you can do like lawnmowers or like snowblowers, but those have demand, but you're kind of limited in terms of what you could sell.
Right.
What's the best way to find suppliers? We covered this question before, but if you're a part of the school community, which there's a high likelihood you are, Allison, let me just look you up. Yeah, you are part of the school community. So inside the school community, you can go to the classroom, and we made it really easy for you. All you just do is click the classroom, find onboarding suppliers, and the first video is how to find suppliers. So if you just watch that, you'll find how to find suppliers. Is there full dropshipping course in school classroom enough for high-tech e-com dropshipping or something I missed? Yeah, we had people find success with the school community, and people do 10K months, 20K months, 30K months, and make a decent chunk of change per month. And some are happy with that, some want to scale further, and then that's when they work. I mean, they joined our coaching program. When you guys get a sale on the high-tech items, do you pay up front to your supplier or have them ship the product first through net 15 or net 30 terms? We don't do net 15 or net 30. We just pay the supplier directly with a credit card most of the times. Because you already collect the payment from the customer, there's no need to get net 15 or net 30. Question about running promotions. Say map is 50,000. I think you run a 5% wide site discount will have any issues. Yeah. People asking to choose niche from what a joke and asking some questions revealed in the course of school. Hey, I mean, not to judge. I mean, everyone starts from somewhere. So map is 50K, should I list 52,500? No, you should list at map. You don't want to sell above map. Oh my gosh, I have the sniffles. It won't go away.
Oh my God, Trev. You got cold?
I don't think so. I just got sniffles all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. Hope you feel better from all of us. Right, chat? Guys, I want to feel your energy, man. Feeling like today's lives, for some reason, you guys have such low energy.
Low testosterone.
It's fucking Friday, yo. Labor Day, right? Like, we're going to go out and we're going to eat and fill ourselves with more what? More wasting your time and not starting a good dropshipping biz?
What do people eat on? What do people eat on Labor Day?
Labor Day is 8 months into the year. How many of you guys have actually stuck with your New Year's goals?
Probably like less than.
Honestly,
less than 3 people in the chat.
Right? You guys just need more energy from you guys, man. Chat.
For example, if one doesn't have a credit card, is eligible yet for higher limits. Yeah, I mean, you still get the payment from the customer. And if you don't have a credit card, use a debit card. If you don't have a debit card, use ACH. Surgeon. Yo, guys, how are you?
Hello.
We're doing good. Brain not braining.
Write it down then.
Mention it's okay if suppliers is based in China. What if they ship those products from China as well? You can still technically work with them. You just have to be very clear with the customer. Hey, these are coming from China, not the USA. You just have to test the supplier, see if they're a good supplier or not. Like good communication, to good quality products. They have map. As long as they have those attributes, you can still work with them. It's not a problem. I'm just starting this program. I want to get up fast. What's your best advice for doing this? What is your best advice for Allison that's want to get this up fast? Fast.
Marry a rich billionaire.
I did not. I did not expect that. That's funny.
That's my advice. How about you, Trevor? What are your thoughts?
I mean, we're gonna do the free course. You just have to take action. Just actually start. Most people just join in and do nothing. So just actually start. Second, if you have funds, you could invest. You could invest into a coaching program or a mentorship to fast track your results within your business. That's optional. So those are 2 options. You either do it yourself or you do it with someone that's been there and done it. Either one is fine, but just depends on what your goals are, how fast you want to get there.
That makes more sense.
LOL, I'm already married, happily married. Next.
Probably go Trevor's route.
Yeah, your advice won't work for her. Bro, what do you think student can start with $0? It's impossible, I know, but what should he do? He should make some money first. Depends on where you're located, of course. McDonald's are taking applications. Why are you laughing?
You said McDonald's is crazy.
Hey, if you're down bad, McDonald's is still better than nothing.
True. Marry a rich billionaire for you too.
Starting with $0. You could also marry a billionaire. That's also possible.
That's the option.
Yeah, find a billionaire first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, just get a job. There's really no way around it.
Whatnot is a new trend right now that I've seen in hustle culture.
There's also like some other. You can grind and like do Instagram theme pages, but I talked about that a lot. Like, you're just spending so much time into a business. it's basically not even a business that barely pays minimum, won't even pay minimum wage. So just get a minimum wage job and just work your way up. Like get paid instantly from the shop I order, because if I get an order, I want to get it shipped as soon as possible.
Like it pays.
I mean, you're not gonna get paid instantly. Either wait for the payment and then use it, and then pay the supplier, or use a credit card. Once you get the payment, pay off the card. It's really that simple.
Y'all gotta start taking crypto. Put them Bitcoin, as Trevor sniffles. Unfortunate.
I think I just need to go for it.
That we don't have actually there is ways to receive Bitcoin, and I'm sure the world is going there sooner or later.
You can set up WAP, and then you can connect your Coinbase account, and then you can start taking payments. And in crypto.
WAP's a payment processor.
Yeah, we have WAP.
For high tickets dropshipping. Wow.
You can pay us crypto.
Yeah.
If you have crypto's another payment method now. New advice, guys. Damn near homeless, and this is my guide dream needs inspiration. Would you tell telescopes or robotic cleaners? I would tell robotics.
Same.
You guys ever got a supplier that does amazing for you that was super easy to get approved with?
I'll go first. So for me, it's relative, meaning they asked hard questions, but because I answered right, it was easy to get approved in that sense. But it's because I got through the hard questions, because I had like experience and I knew what I was saying and doing. So that's me.
I would say yes. I'm just trying to think of all the suppliers that closed. And then I could also just be sitting on suppliers that are gold mines that I'm just not running ads to or taking advantage of. That's also very possible. How much is the 1-to-1 coaching?
So the one-on-one coaching is a personalized program. It depends on where you're at and what stage you're at of building your business. So apply to work with us and we'll help with a consultation at ecomhighticket.com.
Yeah.
See if I have questions from IG.
Absolutely.
A lot of people.
If you guys are joining in for the first time, here's to hear, how did you find us? Did you find us through Facebook? Did you find us through YouTube, the Explore page? How did you find us?
I think I heard some Reddit bots.
Where'd that guy go? Reddit bots. He didn't respond. What would be the cause of a dramatic drop in CTR in shopping campaigns for one specific search term? Highest converting, highest traffic search term. Oftentimes, that just means two things. Either there's a drop in search volume, which is often very unlikely. The most likely case is there's a competitor that came in and targeted the same keyword that's bidding higher than you. So if the highest bid in a shopping campaign, they're generally going to get a higher CTR. So you're oftentimes just getting outbid. Yeah, sounds like sick.
Wow. Yeah, look at your trends, your search terms. You might be getting outbidded. That's why you have to know how to profitably run your Google Ads, management, because running ads itself is, media buying, guys. So that's why if you guys have never done it before, it's always good to learn from someone else that is doing it right now. Learn from someone that's done it before. CTR means click-through rate. A lot of you guys don't know what that means. It means the rate in which your ad is being clicked on. just measures the percentage. Martin's next question was, can you look at this brand and tell me what you think? Zoo C-Star Telescope, they're based in Hong Kong. So I have much love for HK Hong Kong. I actually was watching this one video of this guy cursing out the police. It's very interesting. Zoo C-Star looks cool, but the first price I'm seeing is like 500, 600, which I wouldn't even say it's like high ticket. And I don't even know if they have any products that are over $1,000 to even add on to that. So I look into price point first. Trevor, you're back.
How are they based in Hong Kong? Oh wait, maybe this is on about us page.
I mean, honestly, if you could sell it and it's profitable, like why not? It's just that like the numbers need to make sense.
I mean, if you just go to their website, I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the website you guys are. It's right here, cstar.com. Pretty sure. Distribution and resellers. Click apply.
Yeah, nice. That's literally it. A reseller application.
How to find suppliers, look up telescopes, find the brands, look up the brand name, go to their phone number, email, or distributor and reseller application, fill that out. There you go. I saved you 10 minutes. What's a CTR? Never mind. It's click-through rate. That's why I was thinking CPCs in my niche are really expensive, around $5 to $10. I only saw the CTR go back up for that term when I started seeing CPCs to like $15. What you can do is just look up like that search term in incognito and see if your competitor is outbidding you and see if they're ranking above you in shopping. I keep thinking it's search, but it's shopping. But what you can also do is if that keyword converts for you in shopping, you just start a search campaign targeting that exact keyword. What was the first bidding issue or something else? I was bidding like, and bidding more was a band-aid for the problem. Yes, shopping, you're not indirectly like bidding more for a keyword. You're just increasing your pool of like available keywords that you show up for, and then you could show up for that keyword a little bit more, but it's not indirect. It's not a direct way. It's an indirect way of spending more on a keyword. The direct way is launching a search campaign targeting that exact keyword and raising the bids on it. I just don't know. I just don't get why they don't get more dealers already. They make it easy. Maybe they vet the dealers and they don't work with low quality dealers, or it's an underground supplier that just came out of nowhere and you're the first to discover it. In that case, congratulations. That doesn't always mean it's going to be a good supplier, but first to be in is better than last to be in. Something's off. You have nothing to lose except just contact them and then yeah, apply to become a dealer. Okay, got it. About having money for starting. How much investment should we need if we get failed the first month is also possible? Marcus, you should answer this question.
I don't know how to answer this, brother. I'll put it back to you, Trevor. How much investment should he need if he fails the first month, but it's also possible so he'll succeed the second month, but then he might fail again on the third month, but then he'll succeed on the fourth month? What should he
So he's going to succeed every other month and then fail every other month in between.
I don't know. That's looking like that's what he's planning for. Like,
look, you can't plan for failure. You just got to make it work. And at the end of the day, business requires money. No risk, no Ferrari. So,
wow, that's real.
It's just how it is. I want a Ferrari in my driveway. I think we all do. So that takes some risk. So 1,500, 2,000 is recommended for the business itself. really high margin and AOV niche, so people get crazy with bits. If they get crazy with bits, they have to be making money, otherwise they wouldn't be bidding that high. I'm just sick of building new sources and abandon it because the niche sucks and supply sucks. This sounds like you're just skimping from the top of the niche and suppliers and saying it sucks, because if you don't stick to it long enough, then of course you're gonna just get the easy to close suppliers and not the better suppliers. Map is 50K, 5% promotion, 47,500 final sale. Isn't that selling below map, or am I stupid? Well, I won't call you stupid, but map is minimum advertised price, which means you have to sell at, you have to advertise at 50K. Any promotions that happen afterwards is after they've been on the site and they already clicked your ad, so you can do whatever promotion you want. What's good, PeakFlow? How to deal with high shipping costs when competitors offering free shipping margins can be 50-20% before ads and ship. You can look for another shipping company, which I would recommend Unishippers if you want to try different shipping options. Yeah, I would just see if you can get cheaper rates, and you can also negotiate margins with your suppliers as well.
Yeah, it really depends on the supplier and like the numbers that they're giving you. And then just kind of and that's business, right? Like you have to continue working on, your P&Ls, your, tracker sheets, and continue improving off that data. So finding better margins with other shipping carriers and talking with suppliers and having incentives. Like for me, like for one of my suppliers, I think it's like if you hit like 100K in annual sales or whatever, they'll bump you up a certain percentage. So figuring out and finding that, negotiating, part of that supplier negotiation, that's what we teach inside the Launchpad. Mm-hmm.
Investment is low and profits are high. And it's interesting, but we shouldn't be overexcited. We should do right things, stay consistent. Well,
What are your thoughts, Trevor? I feel like Han's right on the spot. He's a motivated guy. I love his energy.
Well, one moment he's talking about starting with $0 is impossible, and second moment he's talking about investment is low. So I'm just trying to gauge like where you at. Like, do you actually think the investment is low? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, are you even going to start this business? Like, one moment you're talking about like $0 investment, and then now you're talking about investment is low. Yeah, we said robots. But yeah. But if you're already doing telescopes, there's no reason to switch. I think part of the problem, based on what you're saying, is you're just switching niches way too often.
And let's just say we were going with telescopes. Like, I used to sell night vision goggles, like in low ticket dropshipping, but like I do know that those extend into like high ticket. The point is, like, if you're already in telescope for that long, like I wouldn't like re-switch all the way. You have to find, like, that's where like it's the entrepreneur, not necessarily the niche. You have to be creative and take over market, right? It's how you're running the business.
Yeah. It's science all the way in. Sure.
Okay.
Maybe you're not read my previous question about zero I've written.
Yeah, I'm sure. Bruh. Trevor,
Okay.
bruh.
Okay. Bro, what the slanted.
Bruh, like, come on, man, bruh.
All right, buddy. I just want to make sure this niche is solid because I've been in a few where there are issues that come on later. Well, what issues? Like every niche, there's going to be like pros and cons and quote unquote issues, but you need to have solutions to those issues. Otherwise, you just go to niche hop and get nowhere. If there's successful stores in that niche, they figured out the issues already. You know how to figure out the issues. Just pretend you're a customer dealing with that issue, and then they're gonna say, "Do this, do this." Oh, then now you know the solution.
You have to be solution oriented, like where Trevor's going with solution oriented.
Or a lot of your issues could just be solved using ChatGPT. I'm being dead serious.
Yo, let's talk a little bit about that. I heard about Nano
Nano
crazy, yo. Nano banana.
You see what? First of all, what is the name? What is with the name?
I swear it's Nano banana, right?
It is Nano banana.
Holy shit. Image editor. Transfer any image with simple text prompts. It's crazy.
I've yet to try it, but it seems pretty crazy.
I gotta tell the team to try this.
Pricing. Wow, it's only $10 a month.
Oh wow.
Brush. I'm just sucked about possible and impossible. Band-Aid emoji. Okay. Let's move on.
Yo, Martin should do hotline. We should do PeakFlow hotline.
Okay. We got to we got 12 minutes until the next meeting, so let me make sure I get this set up ASAP. All right, Martin, hopefully you are listening, because I don't want to put in a chat because I got a bunch of bots. I'm at work. Yeah.
Well, what kind of car are you looking for, Martin? Let's talk about it.
What can we do to get you closer to your goal of $1 million months?
Right. If that is your goal.
That's our goal.
That's everyone's goal.
$1 million months.
I love that.
Watching too much Jeremy Hayes.
Yo. Yeah. I got this one, Trevor. I've really been thinking about this because I hear this all the time. So like a 9 to 5 is 8 hours, right? Follow me, guys. It's math. 8 hours. We have 24 hours in a day. If we sleep 8 hours and we go to work for 8 hours, what's the remainder? What's the remainder? 8. Martin, what are you doing those 8 hours? What are you doing during your 5 to 9 a.m. and p.m.? What are you doing during a weekend? Matter of fact, you're not stuck because of your 9 to 5. You're stuck because of your mindset. He wrote something.
Well, if you know what terms convert for you, you can target those keywords that search text. That's what I would recommend first. Second of all, you can also send those exact converting keywords down the median funnel. If you don't have a lot of brand terms, it works exactly the same. So add that keyword that converts for you from the high campaign or the generic campaign as exact match, and then that will flow to the medium campaign. Okay. I mean, definitely getting somewhere now because you know the problem that you're facing, and I just solved it for you. So does that make sense?
Yo, that's actually my bad. I thought Martin and Mike were the same because it was the same like M. So I thought I thought that was Martin's question.
Oh shoot. I just realized.
Yeah.
They had the same orange icon with an M.
Exactly. I didn't realize that. That's why I was like, oh shit. I want to go back a little bit to Martin. And a lot of people that could relate to this, rewatching this, if you're in a 9 to 5, dude, that's only 8 hours of a day. You could still build this business outside of your work. You just don't know what to do. You don't know what to do because there's so much information. You need diluted information, the right information. That's where we can help you. I mean, guys, this is our 46 live. Every single week we come on answering all of you guys' questions. Sometimes, you know, we're that. And so what I'm saying is all I'm saying is, you know, what are you doing at 5 to 9 a.m. and p.m.? Because if you're not actually working towards your goals, then you're not stuck because of the model. You're stuck because of your mindset.
Better not be watching Netflix. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Love Island. I bet you watch Love Island, and I bet all of you, 95% of you guys have watched Love Island, and watched more of it than some of the material we've ever given you guys.
Do guys watch Love Island?
Dude, Trev, it's bad. I'm gonna go a little personal here, but I don't even care. Listen, I saw my stories. I think I told you it was back when we were on a trip. There were guys watching it live, more like attracted to it than the girls. Like they were more glued to Love Island. It was just, yo, you guys are fucking weird. I'm so getting canceled.
If you watch Love Island, you're a walking red flag. End of discussion. I'm late to the live. What's up, guys? What's up? You think exact is better than phrase? In certain cases, yes. I would do exact in your search text campaigns to start with. How much of the website do you need to have done before applying for Google Merch Center? Everything except, yeah, literally everything. Like, that's when you're reaching out to suppliers. So, like, 18 hours.
I got
24
I love this one. Read it out loud for the chat, Trev. Read it out for the chat.
He makes $18 an hour, $2,400 a month. Rent is $800. Car is $150, and then phone bills and food and gas gets almost nothing left.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why that's the wrong mindset. I'm gonna tell you exactly where you fucked up. Okay, because your focus is on the wrong things. What do I mean by that? Meaning, let's say my goal is to make $1 million in a month, right? Let's break it down. I would have to sell a $10,000 product to 100 customers, or I'll sell a $100,000 product to 10 customers. Why is that different? My whole entire train of thought. Listen, all I'm saying is my entire train of thought is different between the 100 and the 10. Why is that important? Because the actions that I'm doing is significantly different. The actions you're doing right now, it's what's leading to your spending habits and your life. Like, it's literally like you control that, bro. Like, you have 24 hours in a day and you control what you're spending your time on. You decided to go to the job to cap yourself at $2,400 a month. You decided like that it's your life, you know? Like, so I would say plan what you want, and I mean, you have your numbers, work accordingly. I mean, you could definitely make 5K a month. Even 9 to 5 and all that shit. Like, bro, I like resold one pair of shoes when I was like 18 for like $2,000. Like, it's not impossible if you really try. So like, Black Box is absolutely right. Like, you need to sleep less and work more, brother. Like,
Uber drivers
Yeah, like
DoorDash be making two to three bands a month already.
like I just don't believe like that is all. Like you 2400, like that's it. Like no, like you gotta.
Well, yeah, if you have Uber to afford ads, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But that's only like 1 month of like even hustle realistically.
Look, at some point, mark my words, I'm gonna do a series where I start from $0. We're gonna build 10K a month profit, high tech e-commerce store to show you guys literally it's all possible. I'm gonna have
Right.
$0 in my name. I'm just gonna have a Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm just gonna have my phone with a service plan because I'm sure all you guys have that. If not, then I'm just going to go to the library and just work my way up. We'll show you that's all possible. But for now, just trust me, it's just
Yeah.
opportunity. You had to restart, I think. Start over. What niche would you select and why? If I would restart now, I would. I've seen some good niches. I would do something like woodworking. Those are pretty uncompetitive, pretty high AOB. Construction and either one of those.
Yo, Trev, put it to Martin real quick. That is the mindset, right? Like that's the thing. Come on, like I could just hear that voice. I've heard it so many times.
But it's doable. There you go. You saw the light. It's doable. That's all you need to know.
It's that lazy mindset of being afraid to work.
No, generally speaking, I do think people are lazy.
Fucking lazy. But don't get me started.
They are. I went to Chipotle one time. Quick story. And the guy serving was literally like half asleep. Like no joke, his eyes was closed, like serving.
Bro.
And there was a whole line of people. And he's just like everyone's getting frustrated. I just left the line. Like, bro, you literally sleeping dude at your job. Like, chop, hurry up.
That's crazy. I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, 10K net. Is this a build to sell? You could build to sell, but for us, it's cash flow business. Insane. 0.1 megabytes per second. I don't know if I'm getting trolled right now.
Remember lots of bands.
Stock sync, bulk editors. That's what I use. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely hard, but I'm telling you it's possible. Why profit margin so low in this business model? Low ticket's like 35%. I don't believe low ticket is 35%. If you're doing low ticket at scale, it's definitely not 35%, unless you're just doing organic. You could do high ticket 35% if you just do organic as well. It's literally the same thing. It's just product costs. And maybe just look at it. Like you can make 10K a month revenue 35%, or would you rather make 50,000 at 15%? I would rather take the one that's higher profit. You're from Michigan?
See you on the inside. Yo,
Okay.
got another call.
All right. Catch you guys next week. Adios.
See you guys next week. Ask your questions next week. Peace.
Peace.